All right, guys, back with another one. This one is Mara Jade's little snub nose blaster that she uses. Michael with Fanfiction Props was needed me to make him a version. This is how it comes, but this one is a super quick, super easy build. It's not, anything difficult at all. Guess I could have cleaned all the boogies off of this before I got ready to shoot a video with it. But anyways, so this is just the upper barrel. This is the lower grip. And what we have here is we have our hammer, our trigger spring, our orange tip, and let me look for the set screw because I just dropped it. Hang on just a sec. All right, I found it. And our set screw, which will go into here, usually these will be silver or chrome like a normal screw. I got shipped a bunch of black ones from my supplier. They were actually out of the normal ones. This is not a screw with the head missing. This is a set screw, and I know these black ones it'll be harder to see. But one end, there's an opening for an Allen wrench. They're 1.5 millimeter Allen wrench. So any of those little fold out sets that you can get from like Walmart or Harbor Freight or whatever, as long as it has a 1.5 millimeter Allen, that's all you need to put this in. So like I said, this one's, pretty quick and easy. We'll cover the glue real quick. I use a two-part CA glue, which works very, very well with this print material. It's basically like a thick super glue that is slow setting, and then you have an activator that once you get your parts where you want it, you just hit it with the activator and the glue starts instantly setting. I actually carry these on my this brand on my website now, which I really, really like this. I've been using this for at least 4 years now and have had no consistency problems at all with this. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into, we just need to put our trigger in real quick. So if you look down into the bottom, you'll see a hole down there. Hang on, I've got to turn my head to look at my monitor because there, okay. I've got new filming set up, and I haven't gotten the monitor set up over here yet, so I can see what you guys are seeing, which is very helpful to do. So we're going to put our spring down in there, and if I had cleaned the support material out of the spring hole on this, boy, I'm just so prepared today. Anyways, so you have a spring pocket on there. This is how it'll go in there. But before we go to that point, I want to get my set screw because this makes life so much easier when you do this first. From either side, there's a hole. Put your set screw and then just take your Allen, and what I want to look for is I want to look and make sure I'm going 90 degrees into the body. So I'll do a couple little twists, and then I'll raise it up and look from another angle and make sure that I'm still 90 degrees to the body, back and forth, and there you go. Once you get like 1 or 2 threads in there, you're great. Now what I'll do is I'll screw it in until it just starts poking out on the inside, and I'll stop. Because what we want to do now is we want to take our trigger and we put our spring in there. And now we're just going to put our thumb on the back here and just kind of hold it in there. Now when you go screwing this in, if it feels like you hit something, which like I just hit the side of that, don't keep screwing because you don't want to break anything. Back that off, and we're going to want to move this around until we can find the hole. And there we go. Okay, I found the hole. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to screw this in until it's kind of flush on this side. Well, actually, a little past flush if we want. It'll set in there probably 2 or 3 turns, and just one look and make sure it's kind of even on both sides. And so at that point we have our spring loaded trigger, And then what we're going to do now is we're going to glue these two parts of the body together. This is where having a two-part glue, one with an activator, really comes in. One, because if you use regular super glue and you start putting it on there, it starts setting right away. We're going to put a pretty good amount on here. Now what we want to do is we want to stay away from the area where the trigger's at. So I'm going to take my glue, and I should have cleaned this bottle out. I think it's almost dried shut. Now what I'm doing is I am taking glue and I'm putting it all around this edge, the top edge of this raised square part. Same here. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I put these together, the parts are going to smear glue both directions if you put it on the 90, like the 90-degree edge. And so I'm going to take this, make sure that I don't touch my trigger to anything. Now I can hold this together and hit it with activator and hold pressure on it. And while I do that, I'm going to put my lid back on. I'm trying to get better about putting my lid back on because I'm constantly having to clean that out because I leave the lid off and it sits and cures and dries closed and stuff. So I'm just holding some pressure on it real quick. So there we go. So spring-loaded trigger in it. Her little video snub blaster that she's got, which I think is pretty cool. And don't forget your orange tip when you're done. It needs to go on there. That by law, when you're finished with this, you need to have an orange tip on this. That is your responsibility upon finishing the kit and your paint job and everything. But that's about all I have to say about that. And other than that, that's how quick and easy that one is. But this one's got a lot of little details and stuff that I put on it, and I like it. It's nice and small, you know, so it should fit. You got all you guys' little holsters and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not going to put my tip on yet because I'm going to paint this and then I'll put my tip on once it's all done. But if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment down below, head over to my website, shoot me an email, whatever. But hope you guys enjoy it and have a good day.